Once upon a time, a student monk went to his master and said, "Master, I can't live in this temple anymore. I want to leave this place and go to a peaceful and quiet monastery." The master monk asked, "Why? What's wrong with this temple? Tell me what happened." So the student monk said, "You see, master, everyone in this temple is toxic to me. There are so many monks who are just too much into politics. And there are some other monks who always talk negative stuff about me and about you. And there are some who spent their whole day just doing nothing but just gossiping. I don't think that I can practice my spiritual life in this temple. Please let me go to a peaceful and quiet monastery where there are no toxic people around me." The master monk listened attentively to what the student had to say and said, "Okay, student, I will let you go. But before going, you have to do me a favor, one last favor." And the student said, "Of course, master, everything. Just tell me what I should do for you." So the master monk took a spoonful of water and gave it to the student monk, and he told him that he must carry the spoonful of water all around the monastery and bring it back to him without dropping a single drop of water. The master monk added, "If you can do that, I will let you go to a peaceful monastery." Eager to complete this task so he could go to a peaceful monastery, the student monk took the spoonful of water and carried it around the monastery, fully focused and without spilling a single drop from it. So after a few hours, the student monk came back to the master with a happy face and said, "Master, I did it. I carried this spoonful of water all around the monastery without spilling a single drop from it. So now please keep your promise and let me go to a peaceful monastery." The master monk smiled and said, "Okay, my student, as promised, you are free to go. But before you go, just tell me one thing. While you were carrying the spoonful of water around the monastery, did you hear any of the monks talking about politics? Did you hear any of the monks gossiping about you and me? Did you hear any of the monks talking negative stuff?" And the student monk replied, "He said, 'No, master. I was fully focused on the spoon, and I didn't have any time to listen to all those noises.'" Just then the master monk said, "See, my student, if you are fully focused on your goal, and if you are fully focused on your purpose, you don't have time to listen to all those other negative noises around you. Remember, wherever you go in this world, you will meet negative people around you, but if you are fully focused on your goal and on your larger purpose, all the other negative people and all the other negative words that you hear are nothing but just noises. You've seen life in your life. No matter where you are and where you go, the more you focus on other people's behaviors, other people's words, other people's lives, you will always meet toxic people. You will always feel coming off your true path, your true goal. Just be focused on yourself. That doesn't mean that you should be selfish, but be focused on your goal, on your path, on your way, and all those negative people, all this chai-tat will just become a noise around you. So don't fear of listening to yourself and concentrating on your own life. And also, these negative people have a good side to them which maybe you just can't see or can't hear. And if you think of running away, then just remember wherever you run to, there are bad people and there are people who talk bad about you. And you always come across people that you don't like. If you think that leaving this city will solve all your problems, if you think that leaving this city will make you happy, then just remember, happiness and unhappiness depends on you. It doesn't depend on the place, it doesn't depend on the city. If you're happy in one place, you will be happy everywhere. If you're unhappy in one place, there's not a place in the world which can make you happy. So don't try to blame outside things and outside people for your own faults. So my child, when you are going to a new place, and when you are meeting new people, remember, if you are positive, and if you are nice to them, they will be nice to you. A famous spiritual master once said, "We are the average of 5 persons we spend most of our time with. So if you spend your time with 5 positive and spiritual people, you will be the 6th person, and you will also become very spiritual. And if you spend your time with 5 negative and spiritual people, you will be the 6th person, and you will also become negative, and will start complaining about your life. So my son, always look for good and spiritual people around you, and always spend your time with them." And the student monk understood his mistake of wanting to leave the monastery just because of some toxic people. He realized that instead of focusing on the negativity around him, he should have tried to be more positive and understanding towards the monks and their problems. With this realization, he thanked the master monk for teaching him this valuable lesson and promised to himself that he would try to be a better monk. The master monk saw the realization in his student's eyes and smiled. He knew that his student had learned an important lesson about life. He blessed his student and wished him all the best for his future endeavors. The student monk continued to live in the monastery, working hard to improve himself and spread the teachings of Lord Buddha. He became a role model for other monks, showing them how to overcome negativity and live a life of peace and harmony. Now, let's move on to the next story. Once upon a time, a student asked a wise old monk, "Master, how can I find inner peace and happiness in this world full of suffering and sorrow?" The wise monk replied, "My son, inner peace and happiness can be found by quieting the mind and focusing on the present moment. When you are filled with thoughts of the future and the past, your mind becomes restless and you cannot find peace. Therefore, my son, learn to be present in the moment and enjoy it to the fullest. When you are eating, eat as if you are eating for the last time in your life. When you are sleeping, sleep as if it is the last time you are going to sleep. When you are praying, pray as if it is the last prayer you are going to pray. When you are walking, walk as if it is the last time you are going to walk. When you are talking, talk as if it is the last time you are going to talk. When you are listening, listen as if it is the last time you are going to listen. Do everything as if it is the last time you are doing it, and you will find inner peace and happiness." The student meditated on the wise monk's words and realized that he had been worrying too much about the future and regretting the past, which was causing his restlessness and lack of happiness. From that day on, he made a conscious effort to live in the present moment and do everything as if it were the last time he were doing it. He found that his mind became more peaceful and he started to experience more joy and happiness in his life. So my child, remember that inner peace and happiness can be found by focusing on the present moment and doing everything to the best of your ability. Let go of your worries about the future and regrets about the past and learn to savor the present moment.